Happy Mother's Day to Laura Jean Boyer, my birth mom. Hi, I'm Christian Stanley Boyer, and the funny thing is, you and I are the only two people who would call me that. I was born February 8th, 1969 at the Salvation Army Home and Hospital for Unwed Moms in Birmingham, Alabama. And I've been looking for you, thinking about you, being curious about you for all the days that I've known I was adopted, and through a ancestry DNA test and through some curiosity and the relaxing of laws in Alabama for adoption information, I've finally come to a point where I think this is going to be the best way to be able to deliver a Mother's Day message to you. And I hope this finds you. Thanks to all of you who are sharing this on social media. I couldn't reach Laura without you. Laura, I want to just say 4 things to you on this Mother's Day in 2020. And I hope you'll indulge me to be able to say them to you. The first thing I'd want to tell you is, I'm okay. I'm okay. You know, I was adopted by Bill and Ramona Whitlock. I was loved by them and their extended families. I had a good education. I'm a college graduate. I've had a career. Life hasn't been perfect. At times it hasn't even been easy. It's had its collection of hills and valleys and twists and turns and pains and griefs, joys. But I'm okay. And I'm okay in big part because of you. Because of you. The second thing I'd want to tell you is that your legacy is mighty. Very, very mighty. I'm the proud father of 4 kids and the proud stepfather to 4, and they range in age from 29 down to 14, and 3 of them are married, and 1 of them is expecting a baby, a grandchild. And I couldn't be prouder of these kids. I love them like crazy, and parenting isn't easy, but parenting has tons and tons of joys. And I'm, for the sake of their anonymity and their confidentiality, because this video is probably going to be going all over the place, I'm not going to share any more details than that, but I want you to know if we correspond or ever meet, I'm happy to give you all the details about these amazing kids. But they wouldn't be here without you. There's a piece of you in me, and there's a piece of you in all of them through me. Your legacy is mighty. The third thing I'd want to tell you is this, and you know, it's funny, my oldest daughter said, what's the number one message you want to deliver through this video? And it's this one. Thank you. Thank you for making this courageous decision. Thanks for making all of the sacrifices you made and enduring all of the relational frustrations and discomforts that you did to bring me into this world. Thank you. I hope you found hope and peace at that Salvation Army home, and I hope you've had hope and peace throughout your life. Thank you for what you've done for me. I'm blown away with gratitude because of you. The last thing I'll say is this. I love you. I do. I sincerely do. I found out I was adopted when I was 5 years old. I was learning how to read, and so I was going around the house and reading every book I could possibly find and reading all the titles. And we had these 4 books on adoption. It was Your Adopted Family, Your Adoption Journey, Your Adopted Child, and I can't remember what the other one was. And so I went to my mom and I said, what does adopted mean? And I just wanted to know what the word meant. I was just learning how to read. And she pulled me into her lap and told me the story, and I don't remember a word she said, but I figured out what the word meant. And then it wasn't until years later, because Alabama has such strict laws about adoption information, when I was 18, she finally decided to share some details with me. And the conversation was only 5 minutes or so, but it was wild to hear those details, to know how old you were, and I guess how young you were at the time, and some other things. And a few months later, after my 18th birthday and after I learned those things from my mom, I accepted a college scholarship And I had to give a 3 to 4 minute speech at this dinner at a hotel on the coast of Georgia. And I'd been thinking about the conversation with my mom, all these details about my adoption every day. And I remember thinking as I was walking off the stage after the speech, I wish she'd been here. I wish she'd been able to be there for that. And since then, every major victory and every major defeat, I've wanted to share those details with you. I love you. And I want to wish you this happy Mother's Day. And I want you to know that if we ever decide to meet, to get together, I'm going to come in with no expectations. I'm going to come in with open hands. And we'll figure it out at that point. And if you don't want to meet, but you want to correspond, you can email me at the address on the screen right now. I want to tell you as much or as little about me as you want to know. But thanks for taking the time to watch this. And thanks to all of you who shared this video on social media to make this possible. Laura, I love you. Happy Mother's Day.